Welcome to another video. So in this video, we're going to talk about an integer number. Not just an integer number. So we want to play with that integer number. If it is even or odd, if it is palindrome, how to find the length or the number of digits, and much more. So let's get started. First, we need to take the number from the user. So n equals int input. So enter an integer. Now let's implement the easiest one, even odd function. So x as the parameter, so it can be n or anything else. So if x mod 2 equals 0, if this one is true, you all know this number is even number, right? So else we are going to print odd number. So the second function is prime. So I want to check if the number is a prime number or not. So a prime number has two factors, number one and itself. If it has more than two, so it's not a prime number. So let's say x as the parameter. And you all know that 0 and 1 are not prime numbers. So here we have an extra condition, if x less than or equal to 1. So it's not a prime number, not prime. And no need to continue, we simply exit the function using return statements. So here we need a counter variable starting from 2. Now let's have our while loop. While counter less than or equal to what? Less than or equal to x. You will have lots of iterations. So it won't be optimal. So we need something efficient. So counter less than or equal to square root of x or the number. So here, let's check. If x, our number, mod counter equals 0, so it means this number has more than two factors, so it's not a prime number. We print not prime, so no need to go to the next iteration because we already know that this is not a prime number. So we are using return again. So outside if, of course, you need to increase the value of counter by 1. And here you simply print prime. So it should be outside while loop. Let's say number 6. So 6 is not a prime number. So here we print not prime and then we return. So let's say we have 7. We never reach return statement here. We simply come here and we print prime. So simple. So let's have another function to find the factorial of a number, of an integer. So you can use math module, but let's find the factorial manually. So def factorial, again, x. So if x, let's say, equals 0 or x equals 1, we print the factorial is 1. So what if the number is 2 or more than 2? So we want to find multiplication of some numbers. And let's return here and then, so I'm going to have a variable, let's call it multi equals 1 because we are dealing with multiplication. And I need counter. Counter equals x. So while counter greater than or equal to 1, so multi times equal counter. So let's say we want to find factorial of 5, which is 120. So 5 greater than or equal to 1. 1 times 5 is 5. The next iteration, you have to decrease the value of counter, which is this statement here, counter minus equal 1. So 4 greater than or equal to 1, yes. 5 times 4, 20, and you continue like this. And then you print the factorial. The factorial is multi. So here we have 1, 2, 3 functions. Now let's call them. So the first one is even odd. I'm going to pass n. Another one is prime. Again, I'm passing n. The third one is factorial. I'm passing n. Now let's run to see. So here, enter an integer, let's say 12. So even number, it's not prime, and this is the factorial. Let's run it again. So let's say 5. So 5, odd number, it's prime, and the factorial is 120. So they work properly. So let's find the length of this number. I mean the number of digits. So def length, the name of the function, again you pass x. So here's a bit tricky because you have to convert your integer number to a string. So let's have temp and then strx. So print, I'm going to use f string. Let's say there are how many digits? Len of temp digits. So we want to find sum of all digits. Let's say sum digits, and again we pass x. So again, you need to convert it to string because we have to check all digits one by one. So I need a variable, let's say total or t or summation for I in temp. So you know that temp is a sequence because a string is a sequence of characters. So we know that we have a sequence of numbers, 1, 5, 10, 1, 5, 9, 2, these numbers, right? So what we have to add to temp to total is total plus equal. Now here's the thing, we have to convert each digit, string digit, to an integer. So int I. And then we print the sum of all digits is total. Def, let's say multiplication of all digits. This is another function, x. So we also need this statement here, temp equals strx. So this time I say total equals 1 because we are dealing with multiplication. So for I in temp, total times equal and I. And let's print the multiplication. The multiplication of all digits is again total. So let's call these three functions: length, sum digits, and multiplication digits. Length, sum digits, and multiplication digits. So let's run. So an integer, let's say 5. So it's odd, it's prime. This is the factorial, 1 digit, and sum is 5. Multiplication is again 5. Let's try it again. So I'm gonna say number 16. So it's even, it's not prime. This is the factorial, 2 digits. Sum of all digits is 7. And multiplication is 6. Yes, they're all fine. So let's have another function. Def. So we want to check if this number is palindrome or not. For example, 121 is a palindrome because if you read it from left to right, it's 1 to 1. If you read it from right to left, it's again 1 to 1. So let's say is palindrome x, and here temp equals strx. So this is so simple. We have to check if temp, which is our string version of our integer, equals to its reverse. So if 1 to 1 equals to 1 to 1. So if, let's say temp, so we are using slicing, temp and then slicing. We have just colon. It means grab everything from the beginning up to the end. Equals temp. So again, we say grab everything. We need another colon, -1. So it means from right to left. So we check if temp equals to its backward version. If this is true, it means yes, we have a palindrome. So print is palindrome, else print not palindrome. And let's have the last function and finish the lesson here. So def. So this time we want to find the mean of all digits. Summation of all values divided by the number of values. Super simple. Min x. So again, I'm gonna need string version of the number. So of course we have different ways, we have different approaches to this problem, but this is my approach. You can have your own approach, no problem. As long as it does the job, we don't have any problem. So here we need total equals 0 for I in temp. Total plus equal. First we have to find the sum of all digits, total plus equal and I, and then print I'm going to use f string. The mean of all digits is total divided by the length of the number, or the length of our string, which is temp here, right? So len of, let's say, temp. So let's call these two functions as palindrome and mean. Is palindrome and mean we pass n. So let's run our code. Let me delete everything here. So let's run. So 1, 2, 1. So it's odd number, it's not prime. Yes. This is the factorial, a huge number. We have 3 digits, sum is 4, multiplication is 2, and this is a palindrome number, and this is the mean of all digits. So this is our code. You can add more functions. So let's see if you want to add more functions or not, or this is enough for you. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. So if you found it useful, please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye bye.